Now the main funda is there. Main funda is there. For example, we are talking up to here only. Full width elements only we are talking. But site is not like that, right? Generally, sites will be, logo will be there, space will be there, and menus will be there. And for example, about us, how you can handle it? It should not come outside. To make any element, div element, to make a center, what is the process you are going to follow? To make a div, for example, one div you wrote, width is 1200. I want to make it center. What is the process? What is the style you are writing for that? Margin auto. Margin auto, for example, anything with a specific width element to be centered, always margin auto left and right side. Margin auto left and right side. Up to here, you are aware of that. Yesterday, one more topic what we discussed, that is box model. This is very, very important area. One CSS HTML designer should know. Okay. Now, other topic is, what is the div? What is the difference between div and the table? You cannot keep table side by side. You cannot keep table side by side. The table will come after one. If you want to make two tables side by side, you need to insert these two tables in another table with the two TDs. Am I right or not? For example, two tables I want to place side by side. You need to make a table and one TR. In this TR, there are two TDs. In this table, one table. In this TD, one table. In this TD, another table. In this way only you can handle. But you cannot place tables one after one. That's not possible in the HTML. Okay. So that div in the sense, div is the floating element. Floating in the sense, it move anywhere. Where you want to place, it will be possible. Even though, as of now, what you learned, even these divs also, you are placing one after one. Now, the topic is how you can make divs side by side. How you can make divs side by side. All the divs you can keep in another div and you can manage where you want. File, open folder, 11. Okay. File I am writing. Today's session is a very small session because actually with all these things, you need to do the practice for these 2 days. Okay. With the one layout, how you practice it, the layout in the table, in the same way you are going to learn this. Style. Before that, I'm creating the 5 divs. Div dot 1. In the same way, div dot 2. Sorry. Yes. Div dot 3. Div dot 4. Div dot 5. Here, CSS, I'm going to separate by properties. What is the separate by properties? For example, for every div, width will be and height also same. I'm going to make 150, assume width will be the 150, height will be something 50. First I will do write separately for each div. Then I'm going to club the common elements. Style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Width 150 px, height is 50 px. Okay. No need the border. For everywhere, I'm going to write the separate background color. Background color is, okay, everywhere the blue, but I'm going to change this. Okay. Now reveal in the file explorer. You have the 5 divs. All the divs come one after one. I want to place the divs side by side. I want to place divs side by side. To keep the side by side, there is a property called float. The float having two properties. One is the left, second one is right. Just keep observe. Float. For one, I'm giving float left. What happened? What happened? For the div one, I wrote as a float left. What change you observed? What the change you observed in the output? ఏమిగిరిపోయింది? First one or second one? Second one is disappeared. Is it disappeared? If I am giving for the second one, height I am giving as in a 80. What happened? When, for example, see, I am in the first row. In this row, I'm not entering and entertaining to come in my row. Okay, this is the rule. When I say you can come in my location, you don't have the protocol where you want to sit. If I'm giving that possibility to everybody, anybody can sit top, bottom, or side, or right or the top in my head. So you need to have a protocol that I need to sit beside to me. What happened here? One, if this is, for example, I am one. I wrote myself as float left. You come inside this so that my width is 50, even your width also 50. So you are backside of me, for example, in the bottom layer. So you are not visible. So to clear that, I made for the second one 80 pixels so that the 30 pixels is visible here. Remaining 50 pixels will be the bottom of this. If I am going to write float left to this also, just it came, the third one went inside. So what you can understand, to place any element side by side, definitely for everything you need to write the float left. For everything you need to write the float left. Now this 80 I am going to make it as 50 only. Okay, 4 is there, fifth one is here. This float having two types. Float right also there. Float right. Float right also there. This came here, right? Float right also there. So now I'm going to write left only. Now the real problem going to occur, how we can place bottom of the this two line, this particular line. Fiv 5 div dot full width. Okay. Full width is equal to 1000. Okay. Height is equal to 50. Background color is orange. What you can observe? 1000. Okay, I will do one thing. In that case, 750. It is there, but bottom of that, because even the last one also having the float left, everything is a float left, so that it is not allowing to sit beside to that. It is even the bottom place also empty, so that it went over there. Okay. You people having any solution for this? I need to break float value here. Do with any name. Okay. I want to clear this. Control C. CLR. Content, nothing. No, content is not necessary. So that content is blank. Clear both. Clear both in the sense, clear float left value, clear the right value also. What you can understand, if any div, top div, having the float value, the bottom div will went inside to the top div. So to clear that, after that div, you need to write the one empty div with style of clear both. Even in the next case is, again, I'm going to write this, paste it here. I deleted this. My next target is, again, the same problem happened. These 5 divs, I want to make it center. Same, it's very required element. All the sites you are going to observe in the center, right? How? That means with this process, what is the element, what is the content you are going to discuss? Actually, it went just this is aligned completely with the left line. I want to make this exactly the center. How? Just small example. I have assume this. These are all the elements. You went to the market. Okay. These are all the elements. Or I'm not only talking about kitchen elements. Anything. Switches or any items, any hardware items. This is your table. This is your table. I want to keep it here. What you can do? One after one by one, you are going to arrange it. Okay. For example, I have the bag with me. What you can do? I want to shift all these elements into the bag. Simply, I'm going to carry the bag here. Why? Even from here, I just kept here. If you, from here, I want to move it here. So it's easy for you. Entire bag you can shift. In this case only, the same. These are all the div elements. I want to create another div as a bag. Simply, to make it center, I will apply the auto to this outer bag, not the inner elements. So if I'm going to make it auto, automatically it will be land exactly on the center of the document. Okay, right. To understand by you, I am creating this. What is the width of this? 750. Control C. Control V. Width is 750 px. Height, I don't know what is the height is going to come. Auto. No issue. No change you can see. You cannot see any change. When you make it with margin auto, then automatically the bag will move. Along with the bag, inner elements are there, child elements are there, children are there. All the children will be get moved. Margin auto. Bag 750 px, height auto, margin auto, MERGNs. Something, huh? I just called it. Class is equal to. Yeah. I just disclosed it here. Full width. What is the problem? What is the problem? Same, because this having float value, so that it came here. Even this is covering the entire divs. The same I can write after this. As a last div, after the last float element, you can write the clear element. Now, okay, you cleared it. You cleared it. Now, what is the process you are talking about? This is over. This is the full width. And I cut here so that there is a problem. Control C, Control V. Clear? You can make this also center by changing its name. Full width 2. Okay. Full width, Control C, Control V, full width 2. Margin, auto. Margin, auto. Margin, top 2 pixels, left and right, 0 px. Top and bottom 2 pixels, left and right, 0 pixels. You can see this everywhere. For example, this side's also in head. Then you don't have the choice because the parent div is having the 750 only. Height actually I made auto so that no issue. Parent div having the 750 only. So entire along with the padding width to be maintained in the 150. For example, I'm giving the 2 pixels both sides. 2 pixels will be the both sides margin like this. So this will be get disturbed. So the same value to be subtracted. In the width, what is the value? 4 pixels. What I will do? 3, 4, 5. 146 px. In the third example, you will get the more clarity on the